installations, Galaxy Studio, and performances, and working on application of the cosmology. Technical talent or installations. My name is Adam Bashar. I come from Prague, and